America, cause that boy good. Now tell me what got two tongues and knows how to spit rhymes. Two thumbs up, you gon' point him at this guy. Al Hedison couldn't be this fly, so ask how I feel and you all reply like I feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that's awesome. Shorty, you fine and your body is awesome. Yeah, wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Hands in the...
Steph, do you know when Caitlin's injury happened?
I don't know when it happened. I know afterwards, we got a message that she had something going on with her leg, and they were getting an MRI, and then we got the word yesterday.
Was it after the Liberty game on Saturday?
Is that our last game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. I'm your host, Isaiah, and we received unfortunate news on yesterday as Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark suffered a left quad strain and will be out a minimum of 2 weeks. And this really sucks, y'all. I know it's not a season-ending injury, but she's one of the best players in the league. She's an electrifying ball handler. She's a great three-point shooter, and we all like to watch her play. So not having her on the floor for at least 2 weeks is really going to hurt, and it's really going to hurt the Indiana Fever, y'all, because everything they do runs through Caitlin Clark. I mean, literally, their entire offense goes through her. So it's going to be very interesting to see how their offense functions without her, y'all. And I really think this is going to be a great opportunity for a player like Kelsey Mitchell to really step up in terms of her playmaking duties. We know Kelsey Mitchell is one of the best scorers in the league. She's not the best passer, but let's see if she can really become a better passer, become a better playmaker for at least these couple of weeks that Caitlin Clark is going to be out, y'all. And if she does that, I think this offense is still going to be really good. I also think, y'all, that Sophie Cunningham is going to have an even bigger role for this team because we know Sophie is a great 3-and-D player, but they're going to need her shot creation. They're going to need her playmaking ability to be on full display because right now, when you look at the Indiana Fever, y'all, I mean, outside of Caitlin Clark, they don't have a ton of ball handlers. They don't have a ton of shot creators. They have a lot of defenders. They have a lot of shooters. They have a lot of post players, but they don't have a ton of shot creation and ball handlers on this team. So they really need Sophie Cunningham to step up. And I'm going to be very interested to see, y'all, how Stephanie White runs this starting five because she could maybe move Kelsey Mitchell to the point guard. And then you could have Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Howard, and Aaliyah Boston. Or what she can do, and some people might not like this, but she can have Sydney Colson, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, Natasha Howard, and Aaliyah Boston, y'all. And I think that would probably be the lineup I go with because I would love for her to keep having Sophie Cunningham off the bench so she can just provide a great boost for them off the bench because if you bring her into the starting lineup, well, now, you know, the Fever's bench, it gets weaker because she's being the starting five and no longer off the bench. So I would go with Sydney Colson, Kelsey Mitchell, Lexi Hall, Natasha Howard, and Aaliyah Boston. And I think they can still have some pretty positive results offensively, y'all, because, again, I mean, the Fever, they have good shooting, you know, with Lexi Hall and Kelsey Mitchell. You have really good defenders and athleticism with Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard. And then you have Sydney Colson, who's a really nice veteran point guard. She's played a lot of basketball. She's a good playmaker and a really good defender. So that's the starting five I would go with. But, yeah, man, I mean, it just is really going to hurt for the WNBA as a whole because, again, Caitlin Clark, is a phenomenal player. We really all love watching her play, y'all. Just love to see her all the logo threes that she hits. We love to see her get into the basket, finishing with the and ones, finding her teammates with all the flashy passes that she can make. But fortunately, y'all, for the Fever, their schedule is not that tough. I know they got to play the Sun. They have to play the Lynx, I believe, and they also have to play the Mystics twice. But here's the thing, y'all. The WNBA is very competitive. And even a team like the Connecticut Sun, I mean, we saw them a couple of days ago. They, gave the Lynx a really hard challenge. Now, the Sun are not a good team. I mean, I think they're the worst team in the league. But they put up a good fight against the Minnesota Lynx. So you have to be ready to play every single game. Let's see if the Indiana Fever can do that, y'all. Because, without Caitlin Clark, they haven't looked their best. I mean, right now, they have a 107.5 offensive rating when she's on the floor versus an 82.2 offensive rating when she's off the floor, which is not good at all, y'all. So I just want to see how they're going to look in their first game without her on tomorrow night against the Chicago Sky Blues. So let's see how they look without her, y'all. But, cannot wait for Caitlin Clark to come back. Obviously, if you're the Indiana Fever, all you want to do is at least, stay 500. So that way, when she comes back, they still have a chance to compete for the playoffs. Because I'm telling y'all, man, she could be out longer. We don't know how severe this hamstring injury or this quad injury is. Because we know those quad injuries, y'all, those hamstring injuries, man, they can be very iffy sometimes. Sometimes you think a player will only be out 2 weeks. but they end up being out a month or maybe a couple of months. So let's just see how long she's going to be out, man. If you're a Fever fan, if you're the organization, if you're her teammates, you hope she's not out too long. But I'm just saying, y'all, keep an eye on that. Caitlin Clark could be out longer. Remember, a minimum of 2 weeks. That doesn't mean it's only going to be 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks, It's just a minimum of 2 weeks. But again, hopefully she is back in a couple of weeks, y'all. Because when she comes back, she's going to keep doing her thing. I mean, she was off to a great start, averaging 19 points and 9 assists. You know, she was definitely an MVP candidate. Now, obviously, with her having to miss some games, she's probably going to fall out of the MVP conversation. But that's really, beside the point. All you want to see, y'all, is her get back healthy, playing some great basketball. Indiana Fever still have a chance to be a really competitive team. Hopefully, they can make some noise come playoff time. So, yeah, Caitlin Clark, get well. Cannot wait to see you when you come back. So there you have it, man. This was my take on the Caitlin Clark injury and how the Indiana Fever team is going to function without her. Remember, y'all, laughter is good medicine. So what? Make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm an man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.